What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 14 QPR career mode on the Xbox One. In today's episode we have two matches, the first of which is against Chelsea, and then later on the episode we have our first Champions League match of the series. We are versing Saint Etienne. It's a League One side if you didn't know. But I'm not going to spoil who else is in our group until we actually get up to the match, because we do have our first match against Chelsea. And I'll also go through who else we are... Sorry, not who else. What the other groups are looking like. So it's going to be very, very interesting there. So I am rotating two new players. We did sign Martin Kelly and Saki, who are two right backs. Oh wait, I think Saki. Yeah, they're both right backs, aren't they? But I just wanted to buy some new defensive-minded players just to give us that little bit more squad depth in the defense, just to rotate our defense a little bit more, because we didn't really have enough money to have highly rated players. We just need to... Well, we've already got Musacchio, we've got Gibbs, so I feel like just a little bit more squad depth would help against, like, we're playing Champions League football and Premier League football. But this match against Chelsea is going to be very, very interesting. We are versing our former player Cavani, and it's gonna be awesome to say the least. Hopefully we can pull a win against Chelsea. But Cristiano Ronaldo there letting loose with an absolute... That was a smashing shot. Unfortunately, it just goes wide. But also, if you guys aren't forgetting, Chelsea actually signed Benteke, Sebastian Rode, having a wayward shot there. That would have been an absolute perler if it went in. But just to quickly recap the last episode, we actually won against the former champions. We ended up Premier League champions. We ended up beating Arsenal 3-1. But before I go into that, if anyone was going to score against us, it will be Edison Cavani. And very, very disappointed with the celebration. But to start us off, Cavani starting off the scoring. Very disappointing. It was should we have let him go? We did buy Sergio for 50 million. We were able to buy De Bruyne and Cristiano Ronaldo. I think in hindsight, it sets a domino effect to get Cristiano Ronaldo, which I'm happy with. But hey, I do apologise if you liked Edison Cavani, but he's a Chelsea player through and through by that celebration. But we did end up winning that match against Arsenal, like I said, 3-1. Cristiano Ronaldo ended up picking up one goal, and I fucking hate his name. Troanelio, the Italian from Juventus, 5-star skill, 4-star weak foot, the young'un. But we did have the transfer deadline day in the last episode, guys. Like I said, we did sign Saki and Kelly. But the other transfers we did that did go through, which are quite interesting to be quite honest. Umbaye, I'm not really too sure where he came from, what club that is, but he did manage to sign for Chelsea for 7.5 million. I can't actually. It's very rarely that I don't know the look of the badge, but I think it's a Serie B or Serie A. It looks like. But speaking of the Serie A, God, they had a massive transfer. Roma actually sold Strootman for 40 million to Manchester City, which is absolutely ridiculous. And Luke de Jong actually left Borussia Mönchengladbach for 19 million to actually go to Roma himself. So Roma, once they sold Strootman, they actually bought de Jong. So another Dutchman for another Dutchman, it looks like. But unfortunately, we did end up losing 1-0 over Chelsea. Cavani ended up putting the nail in the coffin against his former side. But this is the group we're in. We've got a really good group. Saint Etienne and Basel, we've quite comfortably got. But the only really other more semi-decent side up against us is Borussia Dortmund. Barcelona have a pretty easy group there as well. Real Madrid have Milan. Yeah. So, you're most welcome to go back and pause and have a look at the groups. But, guys, we have our first Champions League match against Saint Etienne. We are playing at home, and we are going to give them... we're going to try give them a battering. After that loss against Chelsea, we're raring to go, and I was probably more focusing on this match instead of the match against Chelsea. But we still beat Arsenal, so that's good. We only lost 1-0 against Chelsea, so in hindsight, it probably isn't that bad when you think about it. But Saint Etienne are going to have the first chance of the episode, and Zoot with a pretty solid save. We did manage to get it clear quite comfortably, but that could have been worrisome if they manage to find the back of the net. But Junior Hoilett there manages to find Cristiano Ronaldo, and what a fantastic strike from the Portuguese international, and that's just another goal for us. He is such a fantastic player, and like I said, guys, I wouldn't recommend signing anybody over 30 years of age except for Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. But look at that. He's just such a fantastic player. Gets it up on the chest and manages to smash it into the bottom right-hand corner past... It could be Rufa. I can't remember. It's probably 3 years past, but I don't... Ruffier. Maybe that's his name. He was a Saint Etienne goalkeeper. I'm not really too sure if he's in goal in this match. I didn't actually check. But Saint Etienne were trying to get up on the score sheet. They did have some quite scary attempts, but I think it was myself who was putting them more in doubt. But Martin Kelly, the former Liverpool player, managed to have a shot on his Champions League debut, but unfortunately just goes wide. But look how much room De Bruyne has to find Cristiano Ronaldo. And Cristiano Ronaldo does a Ronaldo chop, a roulette, and puts it into the back of the net. That was a very, very nice looking goal. And another goal for Cristiano Ronaldo in the Champions League. And I was right, it was Ruffier. But a nice Ronaldo chop turns into a roulette, and the goalkeeper had no... That was a very, very nice looking goal. Probably the roulette wasn't really needed, but it did stump the goalkeeper, giving him enough time to smash it into the top right-hand side. And I really like the look of that goal, and that just shows the class. It actually hit the post and went in. That's even more incredible. Fantastic stuff. But Saint Etienne weren't giving up here, giving their own little skill move, and they're trying to do what Hoilett did to Cristiano Ronaldo previously, whipping it over. But we couldn't manage to mow him down, and a nice save there by Julio Cesar. Oh, sorry, it wasn't Zut. I did actually rotate Cesar because I wanted to play this Champions League match because he is a higher rated player than Zut, even though Zut is younger. But Cristiano Ronaldo on his first Champions League debut, his first Champions League match. I guess it is his debut for QPR, but he does manage to seal his hat-trick just before the 78th minute. What a fantastic player Cristiano Ronaldo is. He did redeem himself for not scoring in that Chelsea match, but what an interception. I did personally like that second goal. He didn't get a perfect hat-trick. That would have been absolutely spectacular, scoring with his right foot, his left foot, and his head. But a hat-trick is still something you should be proud of, even though it's not perfect. It just adds that little bit of skill. But I feel bad for Saint Etienne. They couldn't seem to put it in the back of the net. But we do have some rotations here. We're going to bring on some fresh legs into the side. Lopez is going to replace De Bruyne. Menez, who is a fantastic replacement as well. We're going to bring him on the wing for Danny Welbeck. Just to give us a little bit more of a squad depth. But Saint Etienne managed to get a ball here to Hoilett. It nearly got intercepted by Hoilett, but Saint Etienne whips it in, and they managed to bring one back. So unfortunately, Julio Cesar could not keep the clean sheet, but the result was very much in vain. But Cristiano Ronaldo here let loose, nearly gets his fourth goal of the match, but unfortunately does get shut down, and it ended up 3-1. So what a fantastic result, winning our first Champions League match 3-1. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up a hat-trick, and that second goal, I still can't get over. I thought it was a nice little roulette to Ronaldo. It was Ronaldo top to roulette. But guys, we're coming to the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you watched all the way through, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on this video to support my channel, and we've got more QPR career mode coming very soon. So guys, thank you very much. Tom out.